And now we recall with grieving hearts that about 51 remaining helpless Nigerians who were seized by bandits on the 28th of March on the Abuja-Kaduna train attack are yet to regain freedom. The House of Representatives has asked President Muhammadu Buhari to do everything it will take to secure the release. It also admonished government to set up an interagency panel to coordinate efforts for the release of Nigerians and others in the custody of bandits and terrorists across the country. According to Bamidele Salem, who is a senator, who is a lawmaker from PDP in Osun State, who raised a motion, more than 5,287 people were in captivity across the country, including children, women, elderly, and sickly folks. And he says our country needs a lot of healing. BK, this is a sad issue. As we talk about politics and all that we want to do about nation building, some of our citizens, some of our compatriots are in bondage, and they are facing deaths every day, not knowing what could happen. 51 passengers, who all they did was just board a train from Kaduna to Abuja, and they ended up in captivity. What more can the government do to secure the release and to secure the release of others still in captivity?
Yeah, the government needs to do a lot more. You see, when government said it will not negotiate with bandits, terrorists, it wasn't a bad idea. But what is the option? If you have zero tolerance for bandits, and you will not negotiate with them and terrorists on any account, are you capable of protecting your people? Do Nigerians feel secure in their country? How many cases of rescue of kidnapped persons have you recorded? Does it really happen here that, kidnappers then will be stormed and their victims will be released without being hurt? When the secondary school students of the Baptist school in Kaduna were seized, my heart sank, because these are kids taken away, and for months they were in captivity. The Nigerian Baptist Convention spent more than 100 million to secure the release of those children. Government never got involved. The same thing is true of the families of the victims of the attack on Greenfield University, also in Kaduna. Those university students were kidnapped. Some of them were killed and raped because the bandits arrested said they first raped them before taking their lives. What did we see? Some parents sold their houses. They had to raise 80 million. These days we talk about money being paid as ransom to bandits as if it's just chicken change. 100 million, 120 million gets paid to bandits in our country. And because bandits feel that somehow they will bring the money, you can't tell them they don't feel like giving up banditry. They don't feel like giving up kidnapping of innocent people. You heard what the prelate of a Methodist church said. 100 million, again, 100 million. It has become such a big business in our country. Government doesn't appear to know the extent of this problem. You know, we have been talking about this for long. Some people simply ignored us. They called us names. But see where we are now. When I warned that Boko Haram had moved into the northwest. Somebody went on social media and was abusing me when I said that the kidnap of government secondary school, Kankara boys, was masterminded by Shekau. They called me names. They said, no, Shekau has been restricted to the northwest. Today, the same government is the one announcing to us, once there's an attack, they are the first to tell us that, oh, it must have been Shekau's people, it must have been ISWAP, it must have been Boko Haram. Look at what happened in Owo. We are being told, even before thorough investigation, that it must have been ISWAP. Oh, but we were trying to deny before that ISWAP had indeed spread its tentacles beyond the northeast. When we leave a problem unsolved and continue to live in denial, when we continue to live a lie, the scope of the problem gets expanded. The enemy begins to feel that it's unstoppable. Do just any interview, I don't know if you speak Hausa or you understand a bit of it. Reach out for an interview conducted by Bello Turji, the bandit leader, you know, straddling the Katsina and Zamfara area. He speaks with authority. He boasts. I was telling someone about even Dogo Gide, who controls the Niger state area and some parts of...
So they have their enclaves.
Every bandit has its own area. If they don't do that, they will be constantly killing one another. They still kill one another, but because you have your own area, so you don't want to cross. The bandit leader in the Shimfida area, Jibia area, is a man called Dangote. I once interviewed some of his men. He's still there in Shimfida, but now very ruthless. 2 times now he has killed Nigerian soldiers. And they've not taken his head. Ideally, when you kill a soldier, they should be able to bring your head on a platter. But that has not happened. So when Tuji and Dogo Gide are boasting, it's something that can make you shed tears, that bandits are speaking like they own our country. Dogo Gide was told, he told someone to go and bring 700 million. The guy said, where am I going to get it? He said, the government has got money. I said, nobody can raise this kind of money. He said, well, I am the Lord of the forest. And I'm saying, go and bring money. That's where we found ourselves. They speak, they do interviews, and they are even behaving like they can't be touched.
Okay, BK, let me bring in Adekunle Yusuf at this point. How did the Nigerian government become so helpless in a situation where they should be at the forefront of resolving? I mean, the Constitution says the primary duty of a government is to ensure the security and welfare of its people. If the Nigerian government is failing in that responsibility, or as it is finding it difficult to perform that responsibility effectively, where did we get it wrong, and what can be done at this point in time to ensure that further damage is not done to the little peace that we have in the country?
Has tried and tried and tried all its best in the area of security crisis. But the best has been woeful, abysmal failure. And I think those in government know too. So it's not that somebody is being unfair or somebody is being unnecessarily critical. No. Nigeria has never been this unsafe. In its history, it has never been this bad. But what do? What you see from government, how we do this, we will do that, or they send condolence messages. And I think those even in public office should be ashamed of, when you do the same thing repeatedly, endlessly, you should get, bored. But that's what is happening. To me, I don't know what they can do other than we just try and pray and expect maybe the next administration will be able to handle the situation better. Because all what we have tried to do, Nigerians have never, in fact, I'm shocked. Nigerians have never been this tolerant and patient. But President Muhammadu Buhari, I see him as the luckiest president we've had in recent memory. Nigerians are so patient, maybe because they love him too much. They are so tolerant, so many things happening now. But they kept quiet. So what we should do now is maybe we take it from the next administration. We need to look deep. Many of the crises here, the ones from the side of the government, we should think about our border policies. Our borders are too porous. We are not safe in Nigeria. People should know that the bulk of Nigerian borders are not protected. 2, we should think about our security agencies. Some of them are sympathizers of these criminals. Those who are not sympathizers, how much of care do we give to them? That's all. Then 3, Nigerians have never been this poor in their lives. Economically, this country is strangulated. The masses have never been this sad. The level of hunger, the level of poverty, the level of unemployment in Nigeria has never been this bad. So we need to solve all that, because you want to solve security crisis, you must think about the economy. It will be extremely difficult, if not totally impossible, for anybody to lure you into crime activities. You won't have the time. You are busy. Your head is busy doing positive things than to start holding clandestine meetings to do, have, negative things against anyone or your society. So if we go to a level that many Nigerians are positively engaged, you get my point? Then you go deeper, the policies of government. We need to think about the people. They are the owners of Nigeria, not government. So when we do things that Nigerians matter first and foremost, a lot of things will continue to change. From what I've seen in the past few years, those things are not happening. And you see, in Nigeria today, you are not running a country of inclusiveness. What am I saying? When a section of the country or some sections of the country are crying of marginalization, come on, in this age and time, what you should do is to bring everybody on the table. Everybody has his or her positive, energies to contribute. Let's bring stuff on the table. Then we harness the best aspects of every group. Okay. That is not happening in Nigeria.